So let's start first with what is KSQL table. So KSQL table is basically current state of a flow. It doesn't show any history. So in technical terms, for each key, it will always show you current value. It won't show any history. Okay, and also it is mutable. You can insert, update a KSQL table. So let's try to understand with some data points. So suppose this is our customer events that we are inserting in our Kafka cluster. So these are the incoming events. So we have whatever is there before this column. Suppose this is key, and after that we have this value. So for this particular customer, we have 123 is customer ID. Same we are putting in the value also, customer name and country. Then we got one new event, that is the updated version of the previous event for the same customer, that is 123. So for this customer, now we have country as UK, while in the previous version we were having US. There is one more customer, for that we have only single record, and that customer is 234 and it belongs to US. But when we will create a KSQL table on top of this topic, this is how we will see the output. So here we will always see the updated or the latest record for particular customer. So as you can see, we are not seeing any history for 123 customer. We don't see this record here. And similarly, since for customer ID 234 there is single record, so we are seeing that record here. So this is how KSQL table works. You won't see any history. You will always see latest value for each key. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so this is the agenda for today. From this we are already done with this part, that is what is KSQL table and how it is different from KStream. So I will just mark it as done. Now we will go through these three ways of creating a KSQL table. So the first is create a table from Kafka topic directly. Second is create a table from another KSQL table, and third is creating a table from KSQL stream. Okay, so we will just look into this part. First, create a table from Kafka topic. So there are certain steps we have to follow to achieve this. So first step is to create a topic. Okay, so let's create a topic. Okay, so I have these two terminals opened. The first terminal is for KSQL, where I will be writing or KSQL commands, and second is for giving the Kafka topic creation and Kafka console producer commands. Okay, so let's first create a topic. Kafka topics hyphen create, and I will give zookeeper address. Now this is my local host and the port is 2181. Now let me specify replication factor. This I will give it 1, and also partitions, this also I will give 1. And now okay, so let's name the topic as customer key. Okay, so our topic is created. Now if you just want to see in KSQL, we can just check with we can just check here with show topics command, and it will give you a topic, that is the customer key topic. Okay, so now we will insert some data in this topic, and for this we will use console producer, Kafka console producer. But one thing we have to remember here is while inserting the data for KSQL table, that we need to maintain the key in topic, because KSQL table doesn't work without keys. So key is mandatory. So for that, we will have to specify key specific properties while writing data through Kafka console producer. Okay, so let's write that Kafka hyphen console hyphen producer, and here the broker list is my local host only because I'm working on local VM 9092, and topic that we created was customer key, and these are the two extra property that we have to specify if we want to maintain the key in our Kafka topic. While writing through console producer, these two properties are must if you want to populate the keys as well in your Kafka topic. So first is parse key equals to true, and second property is uh, key separator. What is the separator of your key? So for that is key separator. Key separator I can specify here as, let's specify colon. Okay, so now I will just launch my producer. Okay, so it is ready now. So I will just write one record first. So let's say I am writing data for a customer, and that is spread across different countries in the world. Okay, so we are maintaining a customer database, suppose. So I will write down first the key for my data, because we gave here the separator as a colon. So I will just separate it out. I will tell Kafka, okay, whatever I have given before colon, that is my key, and after colon I am specifying value now. Okay, so let's specify value also, 123, again key, name of the customer, and I will give the country name. Okay, so from our list we are done with this step to create a topic, and next step was to populate or records produce records to topic. So we just produced one record, so I will just mark it as done. And the third step is to create KSQL table. So this is the step that we will perform now. So let's create a table. Create table, and let's name it customer key. And now I will specify schema. So schema, let's give customer ID is the first field, and I will give it varchar as data type. And next field is customer name. So this also I will specify varchar. And third and last field is country in our table, and I will specify this also varchar. Second is we will give with clause, and in the with clause we will specify name of the Kafka topic, the topic on which we want to create this table. So we created customer key table and also inserted one record here. So I will just give it customer key only, and next is the format of your topic, what type of data is available in that topic. So we inserted CSV data, CSV event, so that is delimited only. So I will specify delimited, and the most important property here is this key. So we have to specify key also for this table. So what we are saying, for the key we can use the customer ID field. Okay, so this is the syntax for creating a table in the KSQL. Now I will just execute it. Okay, so our table is created. If you want to verify, you can verify with show tables. table is created here, and if you want to query this data, we can just query this. Select star from customer key emit changes. Okay, so you can see the row key is 1, 2, 3 here, and these are the two fields produced by KSQL framework, and these three fields are our actual fields from the event or the record that we inserted: customer ID, name, and country. Okay, so in our agenda text here, I will mark it as done. We have created a table also, and also the fourth was select star on the table. So that is also done. We were able to see the data. Now we will see how to update record in the table. Okay, so let's see it in our example. So we have this customer ID, that is 123, and for that we have the name of the customer Sam and country is US. Let's say customer now moves from country US to UK. So I will specify in the new record, I will specify country as UK, and we will see in this table we should get the updated record. Okay, so let me just close it and come to my other terminal. So here this was our first record, right? So I will specify here the same customer ID and the same name, but customer now moved to UK. Okay, so and also we will insert one new record as well, 234. Let's name it Tom, and he's in HK, Hong Kong. Okay, okay, now see how KSQL will behave for these record sets. So let me again query the table. Okay, so now you can see for customer ID 123, okay, my country is updated as UK. That is what I inserted latest. In the latest event, this is the what I inserted, you can see. And also I inserted one new customer ID, that is 234. This also you can check. Okay, so that is the beauty of KSQL. It will insert and update your records. You can see that in the tabular format, and I will now mark it this section also as done. Okay, so now we will move to the second part, that is how to create a table, KSQL table, from another KSQL table. Okay, under that we have two steps mainly. The first is create a table from another KSQL table. Okay, and second is query new table. Okay, so that I will show you now. Okay, so now we will create a table on top of the table that we created in step 1. So syntax for that is create table. Now we will name it as customer key underscore HK, because I want to filter out HK specific records in this, and I will then we have to use as, and then you specify your query. So I will give select customer ID, name, and you can give country, from, and name of our original table that we created in previous step, that is customer key, and my where condition is where country equals to HK. Okay, so I will just create this. So my table is created now. Just to verify, let's go to show tables. Okay, so you can see this table that I created, customer key underscore HK. So this table is available now. Now I will just query this table. select star from customer key underscore hk emit changes. Okay, so you can see it has given me hk specific record, and there were two records in my original table. If you remember, the one was related to US and another is related to hk. So hk record is there is part of this customer hk table, and same has been reflected on the screen. Okay, so now I will just mark both of these steps as done. Query new table, this also. So our table is ready, we have queried it as well. Okay, so another way of creating a table is we can create a table from KSQL stream as well. So this we will see now. Let's go to terminal. I already have one stream available with me that I can check with the show streams. Okay, so the stream name is customer stream. If you don't have any stream available with you, you can refer my previous video that is part of KSQL Tutorial 2, where I have explained how we can create a stream and what are all the steps needed to do the same. Okay, so we will just check it, like what type of data it has. So let's check it. Customer stream emit changes. Okay, so here in case of stream, row key is not mandatory. Okay, so I didn't insert anything for the key column. So these are the two records we have, like 123 Sam US and 234 Harry and UK. Now we will see how we can create a table on top of this stream. Okay, so let me run that query. Okay, so let's create a table on top of our customer stream. Okay, so let's create it. Create table, and we will name it customer stream underscore table, and then same as command that we gave in our last step when we were creating a table from another KSQL table. Edge, and let's take the columns customer ID, name, country, from customer stream. Our stream name is customer stream, and I want to filter out records which relates to US. Okay, and I will specify emit changes here. Okay, so let's create it. Okay, so you can see now we are getting this error, invalid result type. Our select query is basically producing a stream while we are creating a table. But why it is producing a stream? The reason is we just gave it a filter condition and we are taking everything as it is from our underlying stream. Okay, while creating a table from a stream, we need to specify some aggregate functions like count star and sum. Then only we will be able to create a table. So this is very important. If you are creating a table from a KSQL stream, you should have some aggregate functions in your select statement like count star, sum, etc. Just remember this, otherwise you will face this sort of error, because a K table or KSQL table is an aggregated or summarized view of your underlying data. So if you use conditions like normal filter criteria, then the output will be stream only. So that's why you are getting this error. Okay. Okay, so I knowingly gave this query here so that I could show you that if you don't specify any aggregate function, what type of error will be there while creating a table from a K stream. So this is very important. Now we will specify the correct command. So let's say, let me clear this out. Okay, so let's say create table customer stream, same name. We will give table as select customer ID. Let's count this with count star as, and I will name it as total. The count star field here I have just specified an alias for this, that is total from name of our stream, customer stream. And now let's specify filter criteria, and now we know like if you are specifying aggregate function, we need to specify group by clause also. So SQL people must be aware about this. For non-SQL people, whatever is there in the select statement apart from aggregate function, that needs to be specified in our group by clause. Okay, group by customer ID. Okay, so that's what I will do. Okay, so our stream table is created. Let's check this with show tables command. Okay, so this is our table, and if you want to query it, you can query it. Select star from customer table. So I forgot to specify emit changes, so that also we need to make sure that we give. Okay, so you can see this here. For 123 customer ID, we had only one record in our underlying stream, so that's why it is giving a total as 1. Now uh, if you want to insert more data for the same ID, you can give it 123. In the underlying stream, I am specifying that data, same record, and let's see. Okay, so it is giving you the count as 2 now. One thing to observe here is our underlying stream didn't have any row key available, right? If you remember, we saw in the row key field we saw null, right? But this table, when we created this table, we have got the row key as 1, 2, 3. So whatever the values were there in the customer ID field, KSQL framework automatically assign that to row key, because for a KSQL table, key is must. Okay, so that is something I wanted to highlight. If you want to see the metadata of this table, that also we can check. So table is, sorry, so if you want to see the metadata of this, that also we can check, right? Describe extended, and our table name is customer stream underscore table. Okay, so you can check here, like this is the query. Okay, uh, right, this is the query that we specified for creating our table. And also this is the important thing that you can see, it has taken customer ID as a key field, while our underlying stream, if you see our underlying stream, it doesn't have any key. So you can check, it doesn't have any key. So now we will move to our agenda. So for creating a stream, creating a table from a stream, it's very easy. We can create a table with create table h is the syntax. This is also done, and query the table. that also we have seen. And one interesting thing that we saw was the difference of key in the underlying stream and the table that we created from that stream. So that is metadata part also we checked. Okay, so this is what we covered in today's video, like what is K-table, and we discussed three different approaches how we can create KSQL table. Okay, so I hope you guys are in better shape now in terms of KSQL understanding, and hope you like my video. Thank you.